Blue Beetle. We're going to do that recap. So, starting off, just a quick little intro about Blue Beetle. Obviously, DC, distributed by Warner Brothers and Warner Brothers Pictures, released today, directed by Angel Manuel Soto. Budget was 120 million, with producers Peter Safran, John Richard, and Zev Foreman. So, getting right into it. There's a man by the name of Jamie Reyes. It seemed as if he just graduated college as a pre-law student, and he's going to his family back in his hometown, Palmyra City, where he's greeting his sister, his dad, his mother, and his grandma. What you come to find out is that family has fallen on some hard times. So much so is that their dad has had a heart attack before. They've lost their business, their family business, and they're about to lose their home. Jamie comes home to all of this being in disarray. The family is in disarray. And as one good son is going to try to do, is try to figure out a way to get his family out of that rut. Him and his sister, in the meantime, him and his sister is taking up house cleaning services, where they meet this lady by the name of Victoria Cord, along with Comrade, her henchman, as I like to call it, Comrade Carapaz. They're walking into their home, and she is one of the head members of Cord Industries. Cord Industries is actually taking on this huge task of making the OMAC, which is the One Army. I don't know what the C means. Let me know what that C is down in the comment section. Anyway, back to it. So she's found the ancient relic, this ancient alien biotech relic by the name of the Scarab. What we come to learn is that this piece of artifact actually chooses its host. No one can just absorb the power of the Scarab. It has to actually choose you. And this encounter that Jamie and his sister have with Victoria and her niece, Jenny, at her home is going to play a part in the ability for the Scarab to encounter and eventually infuse to Jamie. So as this whole ordeal happens, the Blue Beetle is finally coming onto the scene, and we're first starting to experience the capabilities and the power of that ancient relic and the connection that the Blue Beetle starts to have with its host, which is Jamie. Remember the little henchman that I brought up with Victoria? Conrad is a half man, half android figure that Victoria has been experimenting on, and she's come to the realization to maximize the ultimate or the prototype of OMAC through Conrad. They must harness the powers of the Scarab. Once they realize that Jamie has bonded with the Scarab, this is their chance to finally run the test and extract the powers from Jamie to Conrad to build and finally complete OMAC. As this whole thing starts to unfold, Jamie is trying to figure out how in the world has this been impressed upon him to be the chosen one. How is he going to find and ensure that his family is safe? How is he going to defend himself from Victoria and Conrad? And at the end of the day, just how is he going to manage life as being this new graduate? So this movie to me was quite pleasant. Initially, a little slow to start, I would say. A little bit slow. The family definitely held my interest. The dynamic of the family was a great, hilarious cast. The action. First off, I was very skeptical about Blue Beetle being a Blue Beetle. But once I saw what Blue Beetle could do, I was all in. I mean, Blue Beetle got a little bit of Hulk kind of vibes, little Iron Man Hulk-ish kind of vibes. I know it's supposed to be DC, but I'm trying to paint a picture for you. Right. So he has those kind of vibes, and especially when he gets to the end. To me, Blue Beetle turns into a Super Saiyan. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about when you watch it that one time. You're like, oh yeah, he turned to a Super Saiyan at this point. So the main theme that I got from this movie is the love and strength of family always beats the lust for power and greed. And I think that this movie, especially at the end, when that idea comes to full completion, I had to actually raise my rating because I had it close to a 6.7. I'm not gonna lie. Once the story brought me to that thought process, I had to raise my rating to, I'll give it a 7.9, 7.7. I'll do 7.7. I'll go 7.7. Yeah, solid. It's a solid movie. So Rotten Tomatoes actually gave it a 79%. IMDb gave it a 6.9, and I have to give it about a 7.7. Solid. It's a very solid movie. It's a very good intro to who Blue Beetle is. I think it would be very interesting to see the character development of Blue Beetle and everyone around him. But very solid first installation of the Blue Beetle franchise. Hopefully DC can continue that. I'm just saying they could potentially, if they can keep this going, they could build to something very special. But right now, 7.7. I'm gonna keep it right there. With that, that is my no cap recap. Make sure in the comment section, let me know what you thought about the movie when you went to see it. And also, make sure you go look at the other recap.